The sun rises slowly over the village of Nkasa. Golden light gently touches the red earth, still cool from the night. The first sounds of life emerge: a distant rooster's crow, the crackling of fires being rekindled, the calm footsteps of women carrying the morning water. The village breathes as one, as if it were a single living being. Here, every gesture is ancient, passed down from generation to generation. Nothing feels rushed, nothing feels loud. Yet beneath this apparent peace, something is watching, something is listening. Beneath the great sacred baobab, Amani sits quietly. She watches the village without truly seeing it. Her gaze is deep, filled with questions she cannot yet name. Lately, her heart feels heavy for no clear reason. She senses a presence, like a constant whisper following her. The baobab casts its protective shadow around her, as if it recognizes her. Amani does not know it yet, but this bond is not a coincidence. Fate is already watching her. Night has fallen. Around a flickering fire, Moyil tells an ancient story. Her voice is slow and deep, heavy with wisdom. The flames dance across her time-worn face. Amani listens in silence, carried by tales where spirits walk among the living and the dead never truly disappear. Moyel speaks of balance, of promises, of invisible pacts. Amani feels these words resonate within her, as if awakening a buried memory. The fire crackles. The silence listens. The following day, the village gathers for a ceremony. The drums echo, powerful and deep. Voices rise, bodies move to an ancestral rhythm. Suddenly, the old diviner stops. His gaze freezes. He staggers, then collapses heavily to the ground. A brutal silence replaces the drums. Before dying, he slowly raises his arm and points at Amani. His lips tremble, whispering words no one understands. A shiver runs through the village. At that precise moment, something opens, and nothing will ever be the same again. Night falls heavily over the village of Nkasa. After the diviner's death, no one lights a fire to sing. Voices are low, eyes avoid one another. The elders move slowly toward the great sacred baobab, as if summoned by an unseen force. It is beneath this tree that truth is spoken, even when it is painful. Amani walks behind Moyil, her heart tight. She senses that this moment will change everything. The silence around her is not empty, it is heavy with expectation. The elders form a circle. The fire is kept low on purpose. The village chief finally speaks, his voice deep and measured. He reveals that Amani is not an ordinary child. Her mother belonged to the Watchers, those who maintain the balance between the human world and the spirit realm. Moye lowers her eyes, unable to hold back her tears. Amani learns that her parents did not die by chance. They paid the price for a forbidden choice. A shiver runs through her body. Her entire life now seems built upon a hidden truth. Moyile's voice trembles as she begins to speak. She tells of Amani's mother's refusing a sacrifice demanded by the spirits. Not out of rebellion, but out of love. The love of a mother who refused to offer her child to destiny. But the balance was broken. The ancient spirit did not punish immediately. It waited. It is still waiting. Amani understands then that the dreams, the whispers, the signs, all came from there. She feels a new weight settle upon her shoulders. That night, Amani cannot sleep. The voice returns, clearer, closer. It no longer frightens her. It calls to her. Before dawn, Amani rises, her heart pounding. She takes her mother's necklace, a symbol of an inheritance she never chose. Without telling anyone, she heads toward the forbidden forest, Boloko. In the shadows, a figure follows her quietly. Kofi. He saw the look in Amani's eyes. He understood she was walking toward the unknown, and he refuses to let her face that path alone. The forest of Moloko opens before Amani and Kofi like a living boundary. The air is heavier, more humid, filled with the scent of ancient soil and decaying leaves. Every step feels washed. The sounds of the village slowly fade away, replaced by a strange, almost unreal silence. Amani moves forward without hesitation, as if guided by an inner force. Kofi feels his heart pounding harder with each step. He understands they have left the ordinary world behind. As they venture deeper into the forest, time itself seems to bend. Light struggles to filter through the tangled canopy above. Whispers drift through the air, impossible to locate. Amani senses images, memories that are not her own. She sees shadows, ancient rituals, forgotten promises. The forest does not threaten them, it recognizes them. It tests them. At the heart of Moloko, they discover an ancient stone altar, broken and reclaimed by vegetation. When Amani places her hand upon it, a vision rushes through her. She sees her mother, standing in the same place years earlier, pregnant, in tears, facing an immense unseen presence. The spirit demands a sacrifice to preserve balance. Amani's mother refuses. Her love is stronger than fear. The vision ends abruptly. Amani finally understands the origin of the fracture. The air begins to vibrate. A presence manifests, without clear form, yet terrifyingly real. The ancient spirit speaks without a mouth, its voice resonating directly inside Amani's mind. It does not seek revenge, it demands balance. A choice must be made. Amani senses that this moment is larger than her own life. Coffee clenches his fist, aware that love and destiny now stand face to face. The forest holds its breath. Silence settles after the spirit's words. The air grows heavy, almost motionless. Amani feels her legs trembling, yet she remains standing. She understands that the choice before her is not symbolic. It is real, irreversible. Her gaze drifts into the forest, as if searching for an escape that does not exist. Then she turns back toward the spirit, her heart tight with fear and resolve. Amani slowly kneels. The ground is cold beneath her hands. With a broken voice, she offers her own life to save the village. She accepts the price, believing that love sometimes demands total sacrifice. The forest reacts, leaves shiver, the air begins to vibrate, but the spirit remains still. The sacrifice offered is not the one it expects. Coffee steps forward with steady resolve. He looks at Amani, then at the spirit. There is no fear, no hesitation in his eyes. He speaks in a calm, almost gentle voice. He holds no power, no sacred lineage, only sincere love. He offers his life force not out of duty, but by choice. The forest holds its breath. Everything begins to shake. Light tears through the trees. An immense energy surges across the clearing. Coffee collapses to the ground, lifeless. Amani screams, shattered. The spirit slowly retreats. A new pact has just been sealed. The sacrifice was not foreseen, yet it has been accepted. In that precise moment, balance begins to return. Dawn rises over the clearing still marked by the spiritual rupture. The forest is calm, strangely at peace. Amani kneels beside Coffee, motionless on the ground. She holds her breath, refusing to accept the irreversible. Then, slowly, a sign appears. Coffee's breathing returns, weak but real. Life was not taken away, it was transformed. The return to the village of Nkasa happens in silence. The villagers watch Amani and Coffee with a mix of respect and awe. The news of balance restored spreads without words. The fields turn green once more. The sacred drums find their rhythm again. The village understands that something has changed forever, not through force. The moons pass. Moyo, weakened but serene, rest beneath the shadow of the sacred baobab. Amani sits beside her, holding her hand. The old woman smiles softly. She knows the cycle is complete. Before fading away, she whispers to Amani that the greatest power is not speaking to spirits, but remaining human. Her final breath is peaceful, like a promise fulfilled. Amani stands alone beneath the baobab, where everything began. The village lives around her, vibrant and alive. She is neither queen nor priestess. She is a guardian guided by compassion. She now understands that traditions are roots, not chains. The camera slowly rises toward the sky. The voice concludes, "When love guides our choices, even destiny can be rewritten."